long time ago, there was a widowed Chinese farmer. The farmer and his only son labored through the cold winds of winter and scorching rays of summer with their last remaining horse. One day, the son didn't lock the gate of the stable properly, and the horse bolted away. When neighbors learned what happened, they came to the farmer and said, "What a sadness this is. Without your horse, you'll be unable to maintain the farm. What a failure that your son did not lock the gate properly. This is a great tragedy." The farmer replied, "Maybe." The next day, the missing horse returned to the farmer's stable, bringing along with it 6 wild horses. The farmer's son locked the gate of the stable firmly behind all 7 horses. When neighbors learned what had happened, they came to the farmer and said, "What happiness this brings. With 7 horses, you'll be able to maintain the farm with 3 of them and sell the rest for huge profits. What a blessing." The farmer replied, "Maybe." The next day, the farmer's son was breaking in one of the wild horses. The son got thrown from the horse, fell hard on rocks, and broke his legs. When neighbors learned what had happened, they came to the farmer and said, "What a great sadness this is. Now you'll be unable to count on your son's help. What a failure to break in the horse properly. What a tragedy." The farmer replied, "Maybe." The next day, a general from the Imperial Chinese Army arrived to conscript all the young men of the village into the army. Their assignment was to fight on the front lines of a battle against a terrifying enemy of overwhelming force. The farmer's son, because of his broken leg, was not taken. When the neighbors learned what had happened, they came to the farmer and said, "What a great joy. Your son avoided facing certain death on the front lines of the battle. What a blessing." The farmer replied, "Maybe." The story of the Chinese farmer first and foremost tells us not to quickly judge something that happens as good or bad. Sometimes what we consider a fortunate situation could lead to something unfortunate, and sometimes what we consider a tragedy could actually be a huge blessing. We shouldn't be too quick to judge how something turns out. Second, and more importantly, we have to learn to trust the universe. If you believe in a higher power, trust that they're looking out for your highest good. Be grateful when something good happens, but also trust that when anything bad happens, there's something important that you need to learn from that situation for you to become the best version of yourself. And you need to trust that eventually everything leads to something much better. Life is a journey to be lived and experienced. Ups and downs are a part of life, not to be judged too quick. We never know the outcome of anything positive or negative in the long run. So just take a deep breath in the good times and bad and go with the flow.